Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Let's just bring out my co-hosts. We've got Juliet, and we have Marcus in the house.
Oh, shit, what's up with it?
Yo, what's up? How's everyone's Tuesday going?
Oh, terrible.
How is it terrible for you? You just got a phone.
I just got a new phone, and then, work is just, amazing. So, terrible day.
Wow.
I know, right?
Way to brighten up everyone's day, Marcus. Hello.
So how are you, Juliet?
I'm good. Just enjoying getting back into research, actually. It was like talking about today's curses, and you just go down a rabbit hole, don't you, every time?
Yes, you can.
Ooh, so many
Juliet, I noticed you have a pretty amazing logo behind you. A little wallpaper action. You want to tell everyone what this is all about?
Okay, so this is Mystigrams of the Unexplained. This is a new kind of magazine, e-zine that we're all working on, and Cindy and I are doing, and it's going to be a fun one. It's going to have some amazing interviews and stories and information, but there's also going to be a very quirky, funny side to it. So we don't take ourselves too seriously. So we have paranormal recipes, we have vampires, and we have witches, and we have all sorts of things going on in the magazine.
Cryptid,
so it's
we got the Cryptid Junior section, which I'm looking forward to showing off for Trisha. So we can get kiddos maybe to go participate more. She's great too. She's a really great teacher, and she knows her stuff.
Yeah. So there's some very cool things and really cool people that we're working with behind the scenes, and it's going to be super exciting. So that is being released in October. October 1st is the release date. Yeah. So we will let everybody know.
Exactly. And we got Reggie, Hound Dog, on watching. Hello. We need to get him back on. So, because we had all those technical issues and sound issues that was so bad that night. So we need to bring him back on so that everybody can actually listen to what he was saying, because the sound was absolutely horrendous.
Yeah. It was, and then there's definitely a few more stories there that we would like to discuss.
Yeah. So definitely have to have you back on, Reggie. For absolute sure. Well, we have two interesting stories that we're going to talk about. And so I'm going to read a little bit here and kind of get us going here. So everyone, pull up a chair, settle in to the circle, and get comfortable, because tonight we're stepping into the shadows with two mysteries involving sacred beliefs, powerful warnings, and one very unsettling question. Is it actually karma, a curse, or a simple coincidence? What do you guys think? You let us know in the comments when you hear the stories. So tonight we begin with a disturbing story of a 24-year-old influencer who reportedly had perished roughly a year after destroying a sacred statue of Guanyin. Sorry if I'm saying it incorrect. I was practicing, but I'm doing my best. The revered, it's Buddhism, and it's a compassion of Eastern Asian beliefs. Gunani or Guni, or how you say it, has long represented mercy, compassion, peace, hearing the suffering of those who cry out for help. So when someone deliberately goes and destroys an image, consider how deeply sacred by millions of people what happens next. Just like for many of people out there, you look at your cross or whatever your beliefs are, you look at whatever it is that you're connected to, minus Hakata, and whatever else you might use as a ritual if it's a statue or a piece of jewelry or something that's, means something to you, it's very important to you. So when someone goes around and deliberately smashes it or burns it or whatever, do you think that's okay? Because I don't think so. I think everybody has has the right to have something that represents their beliefs.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it was tragic of her passing. So again, was it karma that was catching up to her, or did this cross a spiritual boundary that perhaps she should have never crossed? So we're going to step inside this story and get some details. So I'm going to go ahead and play. Hopefully it works. I'm going to play a little video clip of what she had done. So hang in there. Oh, hey, Kara. Kara's in the house. Hello. My wife says I'm a technical difficulties. That's hilarious. I love that. Oh, gosh. All right. Let me pull up the video and get it over here where I need it. Oh, no, not that one.
Have you ever heard of the Chinese legend of...
Hold on, guys. Oh, here she is. Okay. Stop. Okay, let me open this up. So this video is going... Oh, what happened to me?
I can still see you.
Am I not on?
Yeah, you're on.
What the heck? Where's my...
You're freaking on, dude.
Guanyin, the goddess of mercy.
What
She is one
in
of the
the
most cherished
world?
deities in Chinese.
Why am I not seeing my oh, there we are. Oh, I'm now having technical difficulties. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. I know you guys can see me, but I couldn't see you all. So I figured out where I had y'all at. Anywho. All right, so hopefully I can get this to work. So let me share the screen here and I can play the clip. Share. Hopefully. Let me know if it works or doesn't work. Because sometimes. Yep. Okay, so but make sure you can hear it. That's the thing too. All right, here we go.
真心狠啊！当然，阿飘算什么？有本事你去砸个观音！哎，我就奇了怪了，不都是人捏造出来的吗？不就是一个瓷器吗
？Again.
骗人
There it is. She's like literally. I mean, it was full. Darn it, my thing's not working. Ah. Okay.
骗人！封建迷信，谣言，真心狠啊！当然，阿飘算什么？有本事你去砸个观音！哎，我就奇了怪了，不都是人捏造出来的吗？不就是一个瓷器吗？这有什么不敢砸的呀？砸！
到地方了，找了一个废弃学校附近的乡间小路。
为什么选在这个这么偏僻的地方呢？
因为废弃的地方的附近阴气重啊，还有就是人少一点，不然我怕那些相信封建迷信的人等会儿揍我啊！我又不是要砸观音的嘛。接下来请出咱们的观音，咱直接拿出这个棺材钉给他铐头上啊！骗人！封建迷信，谣言，真心狠啊！这玩意儿花了我1000大洋啊，还说开过光的，但是我家小柔就是不信这个。目前身体没有感觉任何的不适啊，就跟平时家里面睡了个碗是一样的哈。等会儿打扫一下就好了哈。骗人。
Okay, so as you can see, what she had done, and so this is what I would like to show you. What she actually destroyed. Give me one second here. Let me put this back up.
Have you ever heard of the Chinese legend of Guanyin?
Nope. Nope. Stop. Why is this? Okay, here we go.
Goddess of mercy. She is one of the most cherished deities in Chinese mythology, known for her endless compassion and kindness. Her name means the one who hears the cries of the world, and people believe she answers prayers, eases suffering, and protects those in need. Often she is shown in white robes holding a willow branch or a vase of pure water, both symbols of healing and peace. Legends say Guanyin was once a mortal woman who chose sacrifice and compassion over her own salvation. Instead of leaving the world to enter paradise, she vowed to remain until all souls were freed from pain. This act of mercy transformed her into a bodhisattva, an enlightened being who stays behind to guide and comfort others. For generations, sailors prayed to Guanyin for safe seas, farmers asked for good harvests, and families sought her protection at home. She became a spiritual mother figure, a source of strength for anyone who called her name. Temples, statues, and shrines dedicated to Guanyin can be found everywhere, from mountain cliffs to quiet villages, showing her importance in daily life. Even today, Guanyin stands as a timeless symbol of hope. She represents the power of compassion to overcome suffering, reminding people that love and mercy can bring light even in the darkest times. Have you ever heard of the Chinese legend of Guanyin?
So the statue represents good. It brings peace and healing and so forth. So this is my opinion. I don't think it was a cursed statue. Now, someone could have cursed the statue that she had in hand. No, we don't know that. But from gathering the story and hearing different, the news, are repeating the same story or looking at other videos, I think it's karma, to be honest, because I do believe in karma. I don't know. That's just my thought. But she's very much young, a young influencer. She had over 1 million or about 1 million or over 1 million followers and everything. And she was always pushing the limits all the time. And when you're dealing with the spirit world and stuff like that, she kind of almost reminds me a little bit of Zach Bagans, because he'll push and push to overstepping boundaries, I feel. Because I still feel that spirits they're alive. They're just not here physically, because they can communicate, they can move things, they can walk around. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, well, she was known to, her thing was to go around to break superstitions. So she would go around and basically any kind of superstitious law that was going on that was around her, she would go on and basically, look, I'm going to do this, I'm going to break this, or I'm going to go run in here where you're not allowed to, that kind of stuff. It's really hard trying to figure out what exactly she was doing, but that's what she did as far as like when it came to superstition, spiritual realm, and curses and that kind of stuff. That was what she was known for, as like, I'm going to go and do this. So it may not have been specifically that doll or that ceramic deity that she smashed. I mean, but it was really funny because it was almost a year, wasn't it? Exactly. Yes. A year. So, you and I were talking about maybe it kind of gave her a year to basically try and make amends for what she did. Or, but yeah, it's this hard one, it's karma, or is it something else? Or is it a combination of the things that she was kind of, you push and push and push and push, and eventually something's going to bite back.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, is that karma comes when it's unexpected. I mean, some of us wish that karma comes quicker on people than it does. But, karma does eventually come around and get you. I'm a big believer in that. But yeah, she was actually critically injured on July 15th of this year. And her passing was August 10th of this year. What do you think, Marcus?
She smashed it on July 10th, didn't she? Was it the July? Yes. Yep. Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of weird, but something supernatural seems like it happened. Or at least put it in motion. Yeah. I don't know. Disrespecting ancient grounds is been proven and shown, like, you know, that there's more out there, you know, and especially like with like tombs and stuff, and then like, you know, people in Egypt, and then where all the pharaohs are. Bad shit happened to those people.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just that. Like, it could be because of the air quality, though. You know, the disease that's like probably in there. But still, there's people that didn't get it, but then something completely sporadic happened to them. You know, and then they just died. So
the thing is, we wouldn't go to Egypt and pick up one of their, like, you know, even if it was like new made or whatever, we wouldn't go and pick up one of like their little things and go and smash it. You know, you wouldn't dream of doing it. So why would you go and do that with another deity? Or even if you didn't agree with that religion or whatever, you don't kind of mess with that kind of stuff. It's a respect thing as well. You know, it's like you don't go and do that. So yeah, I wouldn't walk into a church and be like, oh, I'm going to go smash your cross. You wouldn't do that.
yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is that I wonder how, because her page is down. I tried to locate her and it's down. It's not up anymore. But you know, for someone that does stuff like that, like we've been talking about, destroying other people's religious, you know, beliefs or a statue of some sort or whatever. I mean, it happens all the time, unfortunately, you know, throughout the years, you know, through history. Look at all the stuff that's been destroyed. Churches have been destroyed and everything. But for her to do it, to see if there, you know, a curse was on it, or if, you know, she was pushing those boundaries of other people's belief. Can you imagine the hate that she was getting from that?
Yeah. That's a karmic energy coming towards her anyway, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. So
she answered it for him.
Yeah.
Accident.
Car accident. Yeah. Well, it was a ride share. She was in a ride share and they crashed.
That's even crazier too.
Yeah.
Like that's like freaking weird.
Yeah, because she was in a coma for a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
But with the story of Annabelle, you know, like if you would go and talk shit to her, then she would do something to you, do something to the people that left. Like there's been people that got in motorcycle accidents right after leaving because, you know, and car accidents, so forth.
Yeah.
And that thing though, that's like another level. That's like demonic shit right there.
Well, and remember too, she's on on her phone, right? Another thing is too, what she did is, let's see how long I live. She says that. I mean, we couldn't understand because we're not Chinese, but that is something that got interpreted. And she said, let's see how long I live. Yeah. And she also got a phone call, or she was it? Oh, hold on. Don't cry. Hold on. I know I've got it in here. But she was on her cell phone and she said hello, and someone answered back like her voice. And that's when it freaked her out. Like, yeah.
That's crazy.
Can't see well. I'm going blind.
That's true.
I'm blind. Fine. So because I can see us.
Yeah. So, and you know, for her to do that, I mean, she got a lot of followers because of the stuff that she would push, you know, and push the limits of the spiritual realm, like I said, because you know there was other things that she did as well besides, you know, trying to you know, discount you know, curses and whatever else.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
She's playing with odds there, you know. Smacked up.
So it's like we're actually come back to us after doing something like that. You know, do we get, you know, you act like that, say as an example and only example. I don't want social media blowing, oh, Cindy said, no, this is as an example.
Yeah.
That I go to someone or I listen to someone's belief and I'm like, oh, that's what they believe is the statue. I'm going to go get that statue and I'm going to crunch it up because I'm going to see if I'm going to test how evil it is or whatever. Okay, I'm crossing a line. That's just the bottom line. You don't do that kind of stuff to anybody's types of religion. And, just like people burning the American flag or us, some people here in America have destroyed other country flags. Why? What's the purpose in it? Like, seriously, that's another thing. Yes, she wanted to see if she, got cursed or whatever, or got hurt, or let's see how long I lived. Well, you lived a year.
Yeah.
After
and almost to the date. So
yeah, very close to the date. So I mean, I don't know. I just find it extremely disrespectful. And like, I don't know. It just makes me cringe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing. It's there's certain things that should not be touched.
Well, and also her content too, she was heavily around paranormal exploration as well, like abandoned locations. She did a lot of strange challenges, like we kind of already mentioned. She was into supernatural folklore as well. And she attempted to challenge or disapprove superstitions, like you mentioned. So yeah, she was big into the paranormal and and young. So, and she wasn't that bad looking. I'm sure she had a lot of men followers as well. But, she was trying to break that superstition thing. But, some superstitions are not meant to be tested.
I think it's like as we get older, we understand that when you're younger, you think you're invincible. As you get older, you're like, oh, I'm not going to touch that.
Yeah.
Like I've learned my lesson.
Yeah. So in approximate August of 2025, she recorded I'm just going to call her G because that's what her surname is. Recorded a video, obviously, involving the statue, like we saw. Reports described her striking it and destroying it, as you guys saw. And then the Sun immediately attracted criticism because of this statue is not simply a decorative figure, but it is part of East Asian culture. So again, she crossed the line and disrespected another culture's belief, which is very, it's sad. Just for followers, so you can get people to watch you on TikTok.
But even the thing is, like, you can have the nicest deities in the world. There is good and bad to every deity. It's like there's good, bad sides to them. So it's like just because it's like, oh, she was nice, doesn't mean that there's always that dark side. We always have the yin and yang, whatever you want to call it, dark and light. There's two sides to everybody: the shadow side, the light side. So
yeah, exactly. And she did get a lot of bad views after that. After she did that smashing and stuff, people were very upset with her and said a lot of bad things about her.
Yeah, but you got to see like the way she's like promoting, because especially, like they say, NWA, all publicity is good publicity, no matter what.
True. I mean,
she's making a fucking statement. So like that's what her intention was to make that statement. But in a result, a very negative effect.
Yeah.
And that happens.
Oh, Trisha's on. Hey, Trisha. Sorry, girl. I was reading. So yeah, and it's let's see, hound dog. How about don't go poke in the hornet's nest to see if they come out? Exactly. You got to have the respect. We may not always agree. Just actually, perfect example too. Trisha and I, we've had a lot now that she's on. Her and I have had a lot of personal conversations about our beliefs. She knows I'm a practicing witch, and I know she believes in God. but we don't hate on each other. We have different beliefs, but we're open too. Like she'll tell me things. I'm like, oh, okay. That kind of makes a little sense. But that doesn't mean I'm going into that religion. I still strongly believe in my beliefs. And I don't try to get her to believe in me. There's things I've explained to her. And she's like, oh, okay, I kind of like that. You know, it's a little different. But it's not that she's going to change her beliefs because I tell her one thing. You know what I mean? We have a respect for one another. Yeah. So I'm not going to go to her house and like, oh, there's a cross. No. No. I ain't going to do that.
So, but there's similarities between most religions, though, isn't it? And most of them are to do good. You know that. You know that's we all have this underlying thing of everybody just wants to get on with their lives. Everybody just wants to live a peaceful life, and unfortunately, there are people out there that don't, and they use religion as a weapon or as an excuse to do what they do. But 90% of the people, it's just like, just get on with it, man. Just get on with your life. That's too much effort.
Kara mentions here. Now, this is a good question, Kara. Mm-hmm. Is it possible that an accident wasn't really an accident? Maybe people were so pissed off, and maybe someone was watching her, following her around to see where she. I don't know. I don't know. We can only go off of what
around the world today. We know.
But but she was in a coma for a month, and then unfortunately she succumbed to her injuries and perished. And it is sad. It really is. And I'm not trying to glorify I'm just trying to make a point that you just can't go around destroying other people's religious beliefs or what they use to symbolize their beliefs, so because that's just disrespectful. And not only that, it's just I just can only imagine possibly what she would be like paranormal investigating. I'm sure she crossed the line many a times. And
and that's like Hound Dog when he said stop poking the hornet's nest. If she's going into these places, and you do, it's one of the things that really frustrates me when you're either on a paranormal investigation with people that you don't really know, or you're watching these programs and they go into these places and they're like, oh, I'm gonna try and stir up issues. May not have major things happen to you, but once you start that, then it's just like this. It'll just keep going. So you may not get the brunt of it, but the next person coming in or the person living at this house might, end up getting the backlash from you going in and trying to stir up a spirit or a negative entity or something like that. It's something that I don't do. I never go in if there's negative entities or anything. I never go in to aggravate them. You just don't.
Yeah.
You don't know. I don't want that coming back on me. I don't want them coming back on me. So hello.
Exactly. And the thing of it is too is that karma is just not simply just a word for a curse. Their Buddhism philosophy. And I'm gonna pronounce this as best as I can. The Sanskrit word karma literally relates to an action with particular importance placed on the intention behind an action and the consequences associated with it, which makes sense because in my beliefs, when we do a spell, it's the intent of that spell. So obviously, if I'm going to do an intent spell on someone and it's not good, it could easily come back on me if I don't do it right, or, whatever the case might be. But most of the time it will come back on you 3 times 3 if you don't do it correctly. But, I'm a big believer in karma. I do feel when you keep doing things wrong to people or a person, eventually you're going to get nipped in the booty.
Kicked in the booty. Kicked in the
Just
booty.
saying. Yes, exactly.
Kick to the bum.
So yeah,
Other rude things, but we won't.
what?
I said we can say some other rude things, but we won't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's even, I don't know. I just have I'm sure she, was just, I get where she's coming from in the aspect of, she was obviously still, maybe a skeptic. Are these, what's it called again? I'm having a brain fart now.
Unbelievers.
Superstitions.
Yeah. Superstition,
But yeah, just trying to break, to see if these superstitions were actually real.
It'd be really interesting to see the people that actually followed her and kind of believed what she was doing, what they think now. I'd be like, oh, it's not good.
Yeah. And then Hound Dog says, treat everyone and their beliefs with respect. Absolutely. Yep. We've got too much hate in this world as it is. And you wouldn't believe the amount, just kind of off subject a little bit, because it's kind of on my nerve. So AI, right? We use AI. We use AI a lot. Look at our logos in our background. AI, look at my background for the back of us. Like, it's AI. I still am an artist. I still draw sometimes. I love to paint. I've got my painting or my paints and canvases in the closet as of now, because I don't really have much room. But, I'm still an artist. I'm still creating in my mind and putting it on a computer or my phone. I use other design platforms that we have that is available to us, like Microsoft Design. But these people that are posting such hateful and rude and disrespectful posts on Facebook is where I've seen them the most about AI. And our poor Tracy, my sister witch, she got some horrible, hateful comments on her AI post, saying that she's stealing work, saying that she's lazy, and called her the C word even. And it's absolutely uncalled for, ridiculous. AI, I'm sorry, guys, I didn't like it at first either, but it's here. And
you're using AI when you're on Facebook. AI
well,
is on.
Only that, so many companies are using AI.
Yeah, as soon as you go on your phone, as soon as you're on the computer, it doesn't matter whether you're using Word, whether you're using Outlook, Google, it is all run by AI. So if you don't like AI, cut off your computer, cut off your phone, and don't use them. That's really simple.
Don't scroll on Facebook and harass and be a bully. It's ridiculous.
Every news agency, every book agency, even editors and stuff from big publishing houses admit that they use AI to do round editing and to make stories better. It is used in everything. So when you've got these indie authors that are using AI to help them write some of their books, give them ideas, everybody, even the editors and the publishers are using it. So it's like everything to do. That's why there's hardly any reporters left, because they basically just go online, find the world news, reword them, and chuck them up. That's it. So, and if you're not, if you don't understand that, then you're just, it's very, very, very interesting. So,
yeah. But
can't get away.
I need to bring that attention out there, because it's been a lot. Huh?
Did you mute yourself?
No. Can you hear me? Well, Marcus, you're in the room with me.
I'll be right here.
Can you hear Marcus?
How are you?
Hello?
Hello? Hello, mate.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Ah!
Hey, audience, can you hear Marcus and I?
I cannot hear anything.
Well, she froze up, babe.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she froze up and then.
Hi.
Anyway, well, okay.
I can't hear anything, guys.
Really?
No.
Hound Dog Trish, can you hear Cindy?
Yep. He said, yeah, he can hear us. So, okay, we're going to have to tell her in a private chat.
Friggin'
Sign out and sign back in.
freaking,
Back in. Okay.
Kira said she can hear and see everybody.
Yeah, we hear you. She just can't hear us for some reason. I don't know if she sees the message that I sent her.
Hello.
Yes, down below.
I can't hear you. Maybe it's
Darn
me. It's my end.
Yeah.
I'll go out.
Yes.
I'll go out.
Yeah,
And then,
Come back in. Yay.
big studio.
So yeah, it's unfortunate for G to have to pass that way, especially in such a horrific accident. And it's I know her family.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
I can't hear you guys. What is going on?
Did you hit your mute? Babe, you're muted.
I'm muted. I'm a muter.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay.
So Kira can see and hear us all.
Can't hear anything. That's weird. It suddenly stopped.
Sign back or go back out and come back in again. Yeah. She's got to sign out all the way. Let's see. Stop screen. There we go. Okay. So anyway, sorry for the technical difficulties, everyone. What was I saying now? Oh my goodness gracious. So the family, of course, that's a whole nother story. But they deserve the respect. And so that's why I'm not glorifying her passing. I'm not glorifying what she had done. What I'm trying to say is what she had done, I don't agree with. And
I can hear you.
Yay.
I don't know what happened. It just went dead.
So I was just basically saying that, her family, the family has publicly urged people to respect the facts, avoid spreading unverified information. So this is my thing. I was saying, I'm not glorifying her passing.
No.
I'm trying to make a message out there that we need to have respect for each other's beliefs. That is so important. It really is. Whether you believe in superstition or not, does that really give you the right to destroy something that means something a lot to people? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And be prepared for the backlash and be prepared for what happens.
Well, exactly. And her family told her not to do it, and she did it anyway, knowing their beliefs in China. And so it's just
that's not a country that you would mess around in. Just saying. That's all I'll say on that point. They're not as lenient as what we are.
Yeah. So I mean, we can debate if it's karma or if it's a curse because she did that. I mean, what do you guys think in the audience? Do you guys think it's a curse or karma on her part? I'm curious on their thoughts here.
Yeah.
Wait. Hound Dog says, I'm starting to get a complex with all the technical difficulties.
Excuse me. Can you remove yourself from the...
That is hilarious.
We'll wait till the next one. If you come back and it starts again, we'll be like, dude, we got some weird vibes coming up.
Is it because we're talking about this story?
Ooh.
So final thought here. Okay. there is something haunting about this story. There really is. Not because we can prove that the statue punished G. We can't. Not because we can't prove she was cursed. We cannot. What makes the story haunting is the question it leaves behind. How confidently should any of us mock something another person considers sacred? How far should someone go for views? Us being podcasters, or even Marcus and I paranormal investigating, and Juliet when you've gone investigated, and when we are deliberately challenged something simply because we believe there's no consequences. I feel that there is always a consequence because I believe in karma, and I do believe in curses as well. So with that, we are providing that we are fearless, or merely proving that we don't understand everything about the world yet. And, Guanyin represents the one who hears suffering, like it was said in the video. And perhaps that's where this story should end, really, is not with the celebration of someone's passing, not with the claims that cannot be proven, but with the compassion for a young life lost, respect for a grieving family, and enough curiosity to continue asking questions without pretending we already know these answers. So with that being said, we would like to hear from you and your thoughts. So if you watch this at a later time, please leave comments. We are interested. Not only that, we love the interaction of people who are watching or watch later. It makes us know, or, gives us that you are watching us, and we can help maybe answer some questions if you can't find them. But in my opinion, I think what she did was not okay. And I am very sorry that, it had a tragic ending to this. So any closing thoughts from you guys?
Yeah, well, I think like Kira Jade says, karma or a homicide. And that's really interesting because I never thought about the homicide side of it. Like as far as if she's pushed somebody, if was there an underlying thing? I mean, that's it. We don't know. We'll never know. But definitely, I think, more karma on her side. She was pushing the envelope. She was pushing that supernatural side. I think that there's that a little bit behind it, not so much just accident and that kind of stuff. So, karma pushed back. And that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's interesting.
You think so, babe?
Yeah.
You think it's supernatural?
Yeah.
Supernatural. Yeah.
I think that's what he thinks. Yeah. So Kara says some people take their religion to the extreme. Oh, absolutely.
Extremists. That's what we call them.
Yeah. That was one of the things when I went to Egypt. I never picked up anything. I never brought back in, unless I went into like one of the shops where we brought it and that kind of stuff. I never picked up any stones from any temples, any sand, nothing. I was like, and I said to my son, do not bring anything home. Nobody knows. Both on the same page with that one. It was just like, no, we will not be doing that. So, But that kind of, that brings us, to the Uluru Rocky Rocks.
Yeah, let's hear it, Juliet.
All right, so I'm going to share my screen. So this is the first time. So I've got some. Nope, that is not what I wanted. That one. Okay, so share screen. Cool. Share screen. Okay, so I'm just trying share. Is it sharing? No.
Here. No. I think you should be able to add it to the stage.
Here we go.
Can you see it bigger?
There we go.
Can you make your screen bigger?
My screen bigger?
Yes.
Hang on. Bump.
Because you have multiple screens on. I think that's why.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that. But I'm just trying to.
No, it's like we're down a hall. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, Crazy shit. Okay, here we go. Can you see that? I'll put this on. So, is that right? Okay, so I'm doing the sorry rocks of Uluru. So, Uluru, as you can see, is pretty much smack bang in the middle here of Australia. So,
Julia, any way you can make it bigger because it's still very small.
It's still very small. Okay,
yeah, that's a
wee
wee bit. There we
There
go.
we go. There we go. Okay, so Uluru there in the middle of Australia. So
Yeah.
this is also, that's called the Sorry Rocks of Uluru, but is also called the Curse of Uluru. So technically it isn't just one cursed object. There are thousands of them. So people have come to Uluru. Now let me just get rid of this one. Donk. And I'm going to show you. I'll get rid of that one. Here we go. Can you see the pictures of Uluru here?
Yes.
So this is Uluru. So this is basically a giant ass rock in the middle of Alice Springs, just out of Alice Springs. So as you can see, the beautiful colors. Uluru is just an amazing place. So you used to be able to climb to the top of Uluru. And people went there for spiritual journeys and just, it's an absolutely beautiful place. It is on my bucket list of one of the places to visit. You can now no longer climb to the top of Uluru, which is just amazing. They've stopped that. The Aboriginal people, the Anu people, fought for a long time to stop people climbing to the top of this sacred place. So people go there, they pick up rocks, they pick up sand, they pick up stones, and they take them away with them. So these rocks, stones, sand have traveled all over the world. They've sat on bookshelves, drawers, display cabinets. They've been carried home in suitcases, just like little innocent souvenirs. But what's happening now, that sometimes years later, decades later, even weeks later, owners have basically wrapped them up and posted them back to Uluru with sorry letters. So so some of the people returning them have very simple explanation. Ever since I took this rock, things have gone wrong. So so here's just a couple of nice, beautiful pictures of the Uluru. It's Aboriginal land, so it's the Anu people. They are the local Aboriginal tribes that are in this area. They do not believe that the land is cursed, though. So this is something that's really important to understand. They believe that it is a supernatural place, but it's more about having respect for the country and for the whole area. They believe that even if you take a rock or a stone or something, the curse isn't going to chase you home, and that they don't believe that. So it's more of a modern thing that people are talking about. So here's some of the rocks and the stones that are being kind of released. So one of the traditional owners, Johnny Jingo, he put it beautifully. He said, if it's fine if you take photos of this place and take that away, but please leave the rocks. So what they're saying is that the curse of the Uluru Sorry Rocks is really like a modern day legend curse created by visitors who have connected their bad luck to taking the rocks from the land rather than the Anu people's beliefs. But when you look further into it and you kind of look around the world, there's a lot of stuff of these sacred places where the same things are happening. So what are the Sorry Rocks? So this nearby is what's called, let me say this right, the Catachita, which is the rock domes, the rock formations that are there. So it's an enormous sandstone formation. They are a part of the Uluru Catachita National Park. Getting these right run. So for decades, I know, I'm just like gotta get these names right. For decades, tourists have done what they've done. Like they said, they've taken souvenirs, they've taken everything, say, hey, I was there, I had an amazing time. So what started happening since the 1970s, packages started kind of arriving back. So we're talking about thousands, not hundreds, but thousands of letters and parcels coming back. So 25% of these letters that come back saying there's something wrong, something, my life has not been right since I've taken this. So everything from illnesses, accidents, family problems, relationship, financial stuff. So it was happening so much. So eventually they just called them the sorry rocks. So park rangers, so thousands, 25%. So it's, So what they're doing is they send these letters. Some of them just send back notes and say, so sorry for taking it. It's a guilt thing. They're like, I really want to return it. But there's a problem about returning it. With the Anu people, if those rocks aren't taken back and placed in exactly where they were taken from, it disturbs the whole kind of supernatural thing. So what they've done is they've actually had to make a neutral area for where they return these rocks and these stones and stuff. So since the 1950s, 37 people have died while trying to climb Uluru. Here's one of the rocks that was sent back. Let me just put this up. So you can just see this little one where somebody's done this, posted it back. They just like go, yep, had enough.
Yeah.
So they're just tiny. So this gentleman here is Tim Hill. Let me just make this a bit bigger for you. So, Steve Hill. So this is one of the most documented modern examples. So in 2017, Steve took a small rock from the base of Uluru. Wasn't big. It was about the size, if you can see, it's about the size of a matchbox. It actually looks smaller it is a bit smaller than what it actually shows. But straight afterwards, he convinced his luck changed. His four-wheel drive was involved in multiple accidents. He experienced expensive mechanical problems. At one point, a kangaroo reportedly collided or attacked his vehicle, and photographs from his trip mysteriously disappeared from his phone. And it was just a constant run of bad luck. So eventually he had enough. And so rather than posting the rock back, he did something rather extraordinary. He drove 3,000 kilometers from Canberra back to Uluru to personally return it. He said, putting the rock back, after he put the rock back, he says, the moment I put it back, I felt like a weight had lifted off my shoulders. And he said he was a complete idiot for actually taking this rock. He said it was the worst thing he could have done it. Yeah. So he's been all over like the newspapers and stuff like that, and just, as a warning to people, please do not take these rocks.
Is this one of the letters?
Yeah, this is actually a letter from another one, so we're not going to show that one yet. So I'm just sorry. So here we go. So this is Uluru and climbing up. So it's pretty insane. It's pretty intense. And like I said, 37 people have perished on this way attempting to climb. A lot of them were heart attacks. So they were saying due to the physical extreme physical strain of the steep climb and high temperatures, falls, dehydration. Some of them have fallen off of the sheer rock face, and the last recorded death was in 2018. So when a 76-year-old tourist passed away on the rock. But as you can see, it's pretty intense. It's a real climb and a half. So, but this has all been basically taken away. So here is some of the letters and kind of.
Well, I noticed that there's a child walking with, looks like a mom up there. So children even did it. Wow.
Yeah, everyone did it. That was a big thing. It was a big pull. You could go to Uluru. It used to be called Ayers Rock after the guy that named it. But it's come back to Uluru. So we all call it Uluru. So it's a sacred place, Aboriginal place. Yeah. So one of the best letters is because it was so like incredibly brief, and with the return rock, all it said was, "Please return to Uluru. 6 years of bad luck is enough."
Oh, wow.
That's it. There's no explanation. There's like nothing. It's just like, I'm done. I can't deal with this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's
Dang.
another one. So this is a man who kept the red
Yes.
soil. So he's
It's
a dark.
just still showing the mountain. Are you trying to show
Yeah.
us the letter?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the letter's not from here. The letter's another one. That's right.
Oh, it's from later. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
Sorry.
from a different one,
I
yeah.
thought you were showing letters as you were reading. Sorry.
Yeah, they have not released the Australian letters. So
Okay.
yeah.
I see.
So this is another one. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a man who kept the red soil. So a visitor went to Uluru in 1992. He got some of the red soil on his shoes, but then decided to keep it as a souvenir. Afterwards, according to the letter, he eventually sent to the park. He sent it back to the park. He said his life began to fall apart. His kidneys failed. He suffered 2 strokes. He underwent kidney and pancreas transplants. His marriage broke down. His wife had an affair and divorced him. He lost custody of his daughter. Eventually, he began to wonder whether the little amount of red earth he brought home from Uluru had something to do with it. He sent it back. He said, "Whatever this is, I don't want it following me into the next part of my life."
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a question. So it's
Yeah.
in a desert. It's hot. There's going to be wind sometimes, right? It's going to get gusty. While you're out there, you're inhaling the dust. Do you think
Yeah.
inhaling while they're out there, inhaling dust, if it was windy, that it's getting into their nostrils, obviously, and that's
People get
causing
in
the
and out
health
there,
issues? I'm just
Oh,
throwing
look,
this
there's a lot of people that work in the red sand and stuff like that. So there hasn't been anything associated to bacteria or dust
Okay.
or anything like that. But the one thing that I've come across is like when you find out about a lot of these leaders, it's all strokes, heart attacks,
Wow.
accidents, and it's just the same kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like people that like didn't believe in it and just like they've had nothing but stuff happen to them.
Right.
British tourists. He said a person wrote that before taking a piece of Uluru, things in his life had been basically fantastic, no issues. After he took it home, he said his wife suffered a stroke. His children experienced serious health problems. His description was simple: "We have had nothing but bad luck since I took it." So he sent it back.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's so if you think of like since the 1970s, this has been sent back. On average, they get 1 parcel a day. So that is thousands of thousands. 25% of them say it has done nothing but brought them grief and bad luck into their family.
Wow.
So that's a lot. Yeah. This one's really interesting because this woman received the rock as a gift. So yeah, so a young woman identified as Gal was given several small rocks that her father had collected from Uluru. She was horrified. She knew Uluru was a deeply significant spiritual place and believed taking them had been disrespectful. Then her family began experiencing illness and bad luck. She eventually wrote to the Anu people and returned the stones. Her reasoning was, "People might laugh at me for being superstitious, but I'm prepared to try anything to help my family." So that's it. So even though she didn't necessarily take the stones herself, as soon as she received them, she started having bad luck. So there's another one from Hong Kong. A 300-gram piece of Uluru ended up with someone in Hong Kong. And it didn't take years for this person to become concerned. After 1 week, During that week, the writer said the brothers' relationship ended. Their father was hospitalized and required heart surgery. The rock was immediately sent back and said goodbye to the bad luck. So that's what I mean. It's like, yeah.
Oh my, that's intense.
Yeah.
You said after a week?
1 week. As soon as he took it.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah. Says not everyone panics after 1 week. Some sorry rocks have been returned 20, 30, or even 40 years later. He says, one person wrote after 20 years, said, I have had nothing but misfortune since I took it. I am returning it. Yeah, another person returned a rock after 2 years. Their explanation, it needs to go home. My guilt and karma can't take it anymore. So, yeah. So, I mean, this is it. It's like, is it, here's a big one. Somebody took a 32 kilogram rock from Uluru. So, but then they basically returned it. They were just like, no, this is not happening. So return packages have come from Britain, Germany, France, Japan, United States, New Zealand, basically worldwide.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
So Alicia came in and she said she's sorry she's late. But now she was asking what we were talking about. Thank you, Kara, for answering. We were talking about bad luck related to the rocks of the Uluru. So yes.
Yeah. So I'll get these pictures through and then we can all have a chat. So that kind of got me interested into, okay, are there other places that have the same issue? You know, if you take something from sacred ground and stuff. And this is Pele. So this is Pele's curse in Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
So it is said that anyone who removes a lava rock, sand, or other natural material from Hawaii risks angering Pele, the Hawaiian volcano deity, and bring bad luck upon themselves. And like Uluru, there have been tourists who have returned rocks because of basically one person returned the lava rocks after experiencing a car accident, 2 serious falls, a flooded basement, and repeated medical problems. They wrote that they were no longer dubious about Pele's powers and sent it back. Another person took one in 1974, blamed it on for their unhappy 16-year marriage. So again, hundreds of packages containing volcanic rocks and sand have been sent back with confessional letters and people saying that basically their life has been miserable ever since. So, okay, I'm going to stop sharing. There we go.
Wow, that's
so it's really interesting. It's like, is there a curse? Oh, the letter. Sorry, I didn't show you the letter. Let me just.
Good night, Hound Dog. He said, great show. I'll watch the remainder tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Good night, Hound Dog. Thank you for tuning in.
Share. I'm just going to find my little letter. Where did it go? So this is, can you guys see this? I'm just going to make it bigger.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is actually from the United States. So this is from the Petrified Forest National Park. So this has also been happening. So again, these letters with pieces of petrified wood have been sent back to the national park for decades. Same thing. They toured through the park. They took it. Kidney failure. The dog died. All these. So it is just like bad luck, bad luck, bad luck. So, and there is actually a book out there that you can actually get, and it has all these letters and photos of all these pieces of petrified wood that people will send back.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so I mean, this is it. So that, you know, even though the only people say, oh, it's not cursed, and a lot of it seems to be like modern, you know, it seems to be a modern thing. People say it's a curse, it's you know, it's karma or whatever. But that was only like 3 places. Pompeii's the same. You know, people have taken things from Pompeii and had deaths and heart issues and so it all seems to be the same thing: stroke, heart, kidneys, motorbike, car accident. So it's all the same thing. So it's like, is there a curse on these lands? Is it kind of, what do you guys think? It's pretty silly.
The story, or oh my gosh, why am I struggling with talking today?
I don't know. Don't have a stroke.
I shouldn't laugh like that, because that's no joke when someone has a stroke. So yes, I think it's when something is like this, the Uluru, in Australia, it is such a sacred area. Like, there's so many different areas of the world that have sacred areas, whether you believe in it or not, or you believe in superstition or not. The bottom line is just respect one another's beliefs. Donna's watching. She's a Shawnee native. They have beliefs. You don't go onto native land and start destroying it. And if you do, what happens? A lot of people have gotten sick, had heart attacks, had accidents, whatever the case might be. It must be
the land at that point, once something gets messed with on a native ground, becomes cursed. So anybody that goes to that ground, something happens. And then, for instance, like when buildings will start getting built in that area, right?
Yeah.
Things poorly are like
haunted.
There's bad shit that's going to go along with it, because they awoken a rested soul, So it's like, it's crazy.
And Alicia, we were talking about earlier about Egypt, because Juliet's been there, and you can tell her that when you were there.
I just said that I made it very, very clear I went over with my son that we will pick up nothing from there. We will bring home nothing unless we have brought it. And there was just like, there was no picking up stones, no bringing home sand or anything like that. So, I would not do that just for that pure fact. Is that, and Egypt, it's the land of curses, a lot of stuff has gone on there. So I would never do that. And, and that's one of the things that, you can go into these areas, these spiritual areas, and you can feel it. So if you can feel that energy, you can feel that stuff going on, why would you take a piece away from it? Because, surely you're going to anger something.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, and the thing of it is too, is like, again, it's a matter of the respecting other people's beliefs, and whether somebody, just like for a while there, Marcus was very much a skeptic. And when we would first initially, this is a long time ago, he's not like that now, but when we first started talking about it, he's like, well, that's stupid that you did it. He would say stuff like that. But then when he started obviously hanging out with me more and then having his own experiences, he's like, oh, okay, this is real, and he respects my beliefs now. I mean, it took him a little bit to understand my witchcraft and everything. So, it's just you just got to listen, be open-minded, and not shut people down so quickly. Allow someone to talk about their beliefs or whatever, and have respect again for sacred grounds or even cemeteries, any religious spots, churches. Even though I don't agree with the church, it doesn't mean I have the right to go in and destroy it at all. Yeah. I just don't set foot in a church. So yeah.
I will catch on fire for sure.
Fire to hell. Oh, sorry guys.
Represent.
Yes, Marcus's beliefs are very different.
They're different. They're actually different from when I was more crazy. Like they've changed. I've adapted. I've grown, became more mature about things. So, but it works for me. right? Like,
Yes.
and like everything else, whatever they decide to believe in works for them.
That is
Yeah,
true.
yeah. You don't always have to log yourself into one box, isn't it? And that's something that, you know, we will discuss. Just because you class yourself as a witch doesn't mean you do all of whatever it is. You know, there's so many different things. You can pull on so many different parts of religion and mush it all together to make you feel good. So soon to be on Father Witch. That's how I feel too. I'm just like,
Yeah.
Oh, Alicia, that's too funny. I love it. Yes, I would just like, ugh. Yeah, I'd be on
really
fire.
those
for sure.
vampires just go poof. It's just ash. Like, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, you walk in and go, whoo, it's not hot in here, guys. I would not do that.
I mean, yeah, spontaneous combustion. That's a real thing too, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Kira says, my kids and I went into a church once. Nobody was there. And they had a bowl thing with holy water in it. Yeah, that would be Catholic, I believe. I spotted my thumb in and drew a cross on their foreheads to see what happened.
Take that, you little demons. We're going to pick up the bowl. Again, mate. We can come in. We just go with the bowl. Like, can I take some this home, please? Thank you.
But yeah, no.
We have complete respect for all religions. It's just like,
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, you know, we have so much hate in this world. Like I said earlier, like, you know, why do we have to put out more hate? You know, everybody's beliefs are their own thing, and that's what's comfortable for them. And we should be respectful to everyone. You know, and so, you know, don't push your religion on me. I don't push my stuff on you. You know, that's respecting. So,
Yep.
I love that. Like, to be growling. Well, growl would be no growling or anything.
that's so funny. I love it.
Probably got a bit of stink eye.
What? What did you say?
She probably would have got a bit of a stink eye from the kids. They would have been like, Mom.
Rolling their eyes. How dare you? Well, these are some good topics today, and I think they were very important for us to share. I'm glad that we did this, and it's nice to kind of change things up, and we still had a good laugh. So
yeah.
I should try again with my son. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. So funny. Yeah. Well, everyone, we are an hour and 13 minutes into our discussion. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. I'm glad we got to talk about a topic and something that we find interesting, and it's good to share. Any closing thoughts, you guys, or comments?
Not that I have.
Really?
I've just been listening and enjoying the show, and supernatural, you know.
You're supernatural, you know.
Yeah.
Objects.
He's probably just anxious to get off so he can play with his new phone.
Oh, dude, don't be doing that to me. Dude, I usually look at all the nooks in the crannies.
We got a blue one, so I'm just a little bit disappointed, but that's okay. Yeah. No, it's been fun. No, it's been fun, and like I said, went down a bit of a rabbit hole. There's so many other things that you could go into with curses and stuff like that, but maybe that's another topic for another time. But yeah, we've got some cool. Where am I from? I'm from Australia. Well, I'm a Kiwi, but I live in Australia in Melbourne.
But people that don't know what a Kiwi is, where does a Kiwi come from?
Sorry.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
I'm from New Zealand. Kia ora and bro. Hanging out with my cousins.
Yeah. Kira, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been really fun. I'm glad it's been. Hey, you know what? I'm loving the laughter again. I'm loving being able to giggle because my name is AKA Giggles. Hello. You know, and I haven't giggled in a long time. So it feels good to have some relaxation and fun while we're talking about a topic.
I think I'm going to have to find mine AKA something. I'm not quite sure what I am yet, but we'll find out. I don't think I can put that on.
AKA Kiwi. Yeah, that works. That was actually my German Shepherd's name. Was Kiwi.
Kiwi, AKA Kiwi. Aww.
You can't really see it. You
actually
have a certificate still?
This is her death certificate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's buried at San Diego Memorial Park, so I could go see her anytime.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Yeah. She was a sweetheart. She was like my first big dog. I loved her to death. She was amazing.
I had a German Shepherd too that I got when the kids were probably about 10. My son was about 10, but he kept trying to eat everyone that came near me. So he ended up going to the police and being part of the New Zealand police for breeding. But yeah, he was a biter. He liked to bite people, and not many dogs do. So people don't realize that not many police dogs like to bite. But
he was a different breed. He was still wild.
he was a monster too. He was like one of the biggest German Shepherds that I'd ever seen. He was massive.
Crazy.
So, I love.
So Alicia, what is everyone's social medias? So Alicia, in the description of YouTube, you can go there. They're all of our links are in there, or they should be, because I put them in there all the time. But we'll go ahead and read them out anyway. Juliet, if people want to find you, how can they find you?
Mostly on Instagram at the moment. I'm Juliet Malbs, MELBS. So find me there. I think Juliet Malbs 26, maybe. I don't know.
On Instagram, it's just Juliet Malbs. I mean, your picture.
Yeah, Juliet Malbs. So I need to be a little bit more active on there. But yes, so come hit me up there. That's where I'll be.
And on Facebook too.
And Facebook, but I generally use Instagram mainly. So come hit me up on Instagram. So,
and you got Mystic Realms and the Unexplained.
Oh, I do. Wow.
She's like, I do.
I haven't released the mag yet. Just give me a minute. Yeah, so
I know.
The Unexplained new magazine coming out. It's going to be funny. Paranormal funny stuff in it, and some really great stories and amazing interviews, and just some really tongue-in-cheek funny stuff. So
and then Marcus, how can people find you?
People can find me here every Tuesday. And then you got the Federal Paranormal Investigators. And then also the Haunted and Hunted Case Files. Join us tomorrow on that BC. That one's going to be a good one.
What are you talking about tomorrow?
Well,
me. No, I'm just kidding.
I have enough of you when I talk to Cindy.
I know. I'm just kidding. My ego's too big already. It doesn't need to be talked about.
No, it's our friend Joy. It's her turn to choose the true crime story.
Yeah.
So actually that reminds me, I need to reach out to her because I need to make the AI image so I can advertise. Sorry, I had to throw that out there.
Oh, AI. Oh, AI. AI. So I always say please and thank you when I'm using it, because apparently they like it. So that's not creepy at all. Thanks, Claude. Thanks, chat. Love you guys. Love your work.
And by the way, if you have not caught the latest Grandpa's Old Hate Tales from Thursday, Marcus and I were on, and he did such a good job. People want him back. So go check it out. Watch it. It's last Thursday's episode of Grandpa's Old Hate Tales. It's on the NCI as well as Coven of Curiosity YouTube channels. So go check it out. Marcus was hilarious.
Killed it.
So funny.
Killed it.
And here we go. As you all know, Coven of Curiosities is a judgment-free circle where we gather, ask difficult questions, share stories, explore the paranormal, strange history, legends, folklore, spiritual beliefs, cryptids, true crime, and the unexplained, and decide for ourselves what we believe, just like we talked about today. Embrace the coven, be curious, and explore the eerie while discovering the dark world with the coven. Thank you for stepping in this circle where the mysteries and paranormal, eerie, unusual, and unexplained are always welcome. Your curiosity, your stories, comments, shares, and open-minded help keep the coven growing and allow more curious souls to discover our strange little corner of the unknown. So if you would please be so kind to rate, follow, like, comment, subscribe, and share, because we are trying to grow this coven to 500 subscribers by August 31st. So I need
August 31st.
share, please. I'm really trying to get this podcast out there and enjoy more topics and guests. And if you would like to be a guest on Coven of Curiosities, you're more than welcome to email me at covenofcuriositiespod@gmail.com. The best way to find me is through Facebook under Cindy Sapp, CYNDI P as in Paul, P as in Paul. All the links are there and everything. And yeah, so that is it. So remember, just keep that curiosity going and find us next Tuesday with, I think we have a guest next Tuesday. I got to look.
Oh, yeah.
So everyone have a great fan. Oh wait, Marcus, hold on. Kira says yes, he needs to do it again because she was watching that night on Grandpa's.
It was good.
She says sound effects, different voices, and all. He did.
Yeah.
He brought the story to life.
I'll make a special appearance. And, yeah.
And cheers, Alicia. Cheers, Nate. Yes, I love it.
Cheers.
Yes. All right. Well, everyone, have a great. I'm just all tongue-tied tonight. My goodness. Have a great evening and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and see you next Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Bye, guys. Bye.